Hi, I'm Shane from Astral Dragon Gaming, and this is my review of the Sexy Brutale. Masquerades are a party where each guest wears a mask to hide their identity. Kind of like the upper class cosplay, but this is where there's virtually no nerds or geeks. Well, in the Sexy Brutale, they take their guests and kill them in strange and complicated ways for some form of entertainment for some unknown master. Sexy Brutale is a fantastic example of attention to detail, where each of the rooms you explore are full of clutter and interesting pieces that catch your eyes and makes you linger and feel that itch to go explore from place to place. The whole mansion is done in the turn of the century Art Deco of a high 1920s class casino and Manhattan overpriced apartments. The presentation of it all is boggling, but the attention to the animation, design and texturing of the bobblehead characters that occupy the house and the overall aesthetic of the design is fantastic and gives you a real impression that each room is an overpriced diorama of some scene from a detective novel. The other thing I love is the integration of the visual of looking through a keyhole to spy on each room, and the sound displayed of people around you has been done as well quite fantastically. Considering the age of my PC, I'm running an i5 3570K, this game runs buttery smooth at 60 frames per second with a very few drops, and even though it's made on the Unity engine, this hasn't hurt it that much. Graphics here, I love them. Now, let's have a listen to the sound and music. It is amazing to see indie titles coming out with music that just makes your jaw drop. The use of music in this game can be at times sound jazzy when you're wandering around, to almost frightening when something is going bad or during a death sequence. Sound is another fantastic item in this game, giving you a clear clue and sound to tell you when you're about to be discovered, or the distance or near sound of one of the homicidal servants off to kill another guest. With the sound also there is the ambient sounds like water, distant actions, or even the simple creak of a door. All of them are great, giving the player a real sense of environment that you are occupying. A great job all over, and I would buy the soundtrack on its own, it's that good. To the game loop. In the Sexy Brutale, you are tasked to save each of the guests from a diabolical servant that is hell-bent on putting each of them in an unpleasant and horrifying death that is stuck in a time loop. Yes, this is a temporal anomaly even Captain James T. Kirk would find hard to get out of. The good thing is that you can't die, and as long as you stay out of everyone's way, you are free to explore. So you get a pocket watch from a blood-soaked, skinless lady and told you have the power over time to restart to 12 PM whenever you like. This allows you to sneak around and find clues to each death and find solutions. I would have liked there to be a multiple approach like Hitman style, but this game is not huge, so you can't expect a lot. Though the game is linear in its puzzles and most people will find them not too taxing, it is an enjoyable ride. Another little caveat that's wonderful in the game is that as you're playing the game and following the timeline, Each of the deaths that occur, and each time that a death does occur, you actually hear the ambience of when a person gets shot. You'll hear the distant gunshot. When a person gets crushed by glass, you'll hear that, and so on and so forth. It's a really great sort of addition to the entire game. The Sexy Brutale is a great game with lots of style and uniqueness that will appeal to many. It is also a relatively cheap title that is well worth the value. Most people could finish it in about 6 to 7 hours, though your time may vary. Thank you for watching, and if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and if you liked what you saw, consider subscribing, and if you do, please hit that bell icon so you can stay up to date with all my videos. I hope to see you next time. Shane, out.